Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy Jamon here, back again with another video. And today we're going over the top 10 best back to school sneakers under $150. Alright, so last week I did a video on the top 10 best back to school sneakers under $100. I believe the link is listed above here and also in the description. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure to go check that out after this video. But basically in that video I said for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a series of videos on the top 10 best back to school sneakers under $100, $150, $200, and $300. And for these videos, I want to give you guys the best back to school sneakers that you guys can get for the best bang for your buck, because I know that there's a lot of shoes out there. It's sometimes overwhelming, but for these videos I curated a list of 10 specific sneakers that you guys can definitely get that are worth it, that are made with really good qualities and are just trending right now. So if this is your first time here and this is something that you guys find interesting, smash the subscribe button. Guys, if you guys don't know me, my name is John. I love to make content on sneakers, style, menswear, and streetwear. So yep, smash the subscribe button and join my community. I would definitely appreciate that. I upload every Friday, and yeah, I'm just trying to be on that consistent grind, trying to get somewhere on YouTube. So I would love and appreciate your support. And with that being said, these are the top 10 best back to school sneakers under $150. Let's hop into it. Alright, so before I go down my list, I wanted to make it clear that some of these sneakers can only be found on reselling platforms such as StockX and GOAT. However, if they are, most of these sneakers are probably going for under retail then. So I still wanted to make it clear that if you are purchasing sneakers from second party platforms like StockX and GOAT, you will be paying processing fees, but I did want to make sure that with the fees included, you still would be getting the sneaker for under $150. Alright, so starting with number 10 on this list, we do have the Jordan 2 Lows. So basically in 2023 and even a little bit in 2022, Jordan brand has just gone back to re-releasing the Jordan 2s. Now the Jordan 2s were never a really popular Jordan model. I know that Jordan 1s, 3s, and 4s have just been on the charts, but nobody ever really liked Jordan 2s. Honestly, I can understand why, but I still think that the Jordan 2s are a really nice alternative to a nice sneaker if you're not trying to wear what everyone else is wearing. Especially in 2023, I believe that the Jordan 2 Lows are a great low top sneaker that you can wear almost every single day, and it's a great shoe for when you're on a budget. Now this year the Jordan 2 Lows have come out with really nice colorways. Honestly, I really do like that UNC to Chicago colorway. Now that sneaker is honestly still sitting. I believe on StockX they're going for under retail, so you can get them for about like $100, $110. And I also really like that UNC colorway that they just came out with. I feel like that's just a really subtle tone. Obviously it's a white sneaker, so it's gonna go with most of your outfits, but in the end of the day, who doesn't love that UNC colorway? Now I do think that the Jordan 2 highs are a classic model. I mean, that's the original version of the Jordan 2, but if you're trying to go for something a lot more lifestyle wear, not necessarily basketball, the Jordan 2 Lows are a great piece just to wear every single day. However, if you're a sneakerhead and you're trying to go for something with just a little more hype to it, I do recommend the Jordan 2 Union collab. Now these, I don't know what happened with this collab. Honestly, I don't even think it looks so bad. I really like the rattan colorway. Now these are literally sneakers that match with everything, and I don't understand why a lot of people don't like them. But these are going for less than $150 right now on StockX, and you can pretty much get it at ease. So I definitely recommend the Jordan 2s. So there we have it. Coming in number 10, we do have the Jordan 2 Lows for those of you guys who are just trying to get an everyday sneaker. Alright, moving down to number 9 of this list, we do have the ASICS 2160s. Now in my last video, I did mention the ASICS Gel 1130s. That sneaker is probably on the charts for one of the more trendy sneakers nowadays. Now the 1130s you can find for like 95 bucks, which is an extremely affordable sneaker. But if you're trying to go for an upgrade and for just $20 more, you can opt for the ASICS 2160s. I feel like ASICS sneakers, unlike Nike shoes, are pretty easy to get nowadays, so you can get a pretty comfortable sneaker for like $120. Now the ASICS 2160s come in a bunch of different colorways, and it's one of their newer models, so I feel like everyone can find something that they like about this sneaker, especially if you're really into that dad shoe vibe. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I just recently jumped on the ASICS hype, so I don't know too much about the 2160s, but yep, I definitely recommend trying out ASICS for the first time if you have not already. Alright, moving on to number 8 on this list, we do have the Adidas Ultra Boost. Now I remember 5 years ago, Ultra Boosts were crazy in hype. People were lining up outside of stores just to get a pair. Certain colorways were going for like $1,000, which was unheard of. Unfortunately, now we live in an age where the Ultra Boost is not so hype anymore, where there's just so many different pairs released and so many different colorways just sitting on shelves. Honestly, the Ultra Boost 1.0s are my favorite models of all time. I just love how comfortable the Ultra Boost are and how simplistic they look. Now, I've had a lot of different pairs of the Ultra Boost in the past. Right now in my rotation, I currently have the Cream Ultra Boost 1.0s as well as the Triple White 4.0s, and both of those sneakers are just so wearable and so comfortable. Now, back then they retailed for a price of $180, and now with inflation and everything, they retail for a price of $200. However, because there are so many different pairs and models on the market right now, you can easily find a pair on sale for about $120, $130. It's so comfortable, it literally feels like you're walking on clouds. Even though the Ultra Boosts aren't so hyped nowadays, I still highly recommend it to anyone who definitely needs a really comfy pair of sneakers. So here we have it at number 8 on this list. We do have my favorite shoe of all time, the Ultra Boost 1.0s. Alright, next up on this list, coming up at number 7, we do have the Jordan 1 Stealths and the Jordan 1 Heritage. Now, I can understand why these two colorways are not the most popular of the Jordan 1s. Now, a lot of people don't really like how it has so much white, but nevertheless, the Jordan 1 is a Jordan 1 in the end of the day. And these two are really nice colorways that you can literally wear every single day when you're in school. Now, even though both colorways retail for a price of $180, you can find both on StockX for less than $150. Now, if you want a sneaker with a neutral colorway and that you can wear more with a lot of different outfits, I would recommend the Stealths. But if you're like me and red is your favorite color, you want something a lot more flamboyant, I would definitely recommend the Heritages. Honestly, I think that the Heritage colorway is really underrated because I do love that red. I think it looks so nice. And yeah, this is definitely a great shoe to wear to school, to catch eyes. So yep, coming in number 7, we do have the Jordan 1s, Heritage, and Stealths. Alright, so moving on to number 6 on this list. Now, this specific sneaker is more catered towards hypebeasts and sneakerheads, and here we have the Travis Scott Air Trainer 1s. Now, if you're not a sneakerhead and you're not into shoes, you probably think that this sneaker is ugly, that it's not cool. Even if you are a sneakerhead, you probably won't like this sneaker either. But nevertheless, in the end of the day, this is a Travis Scott collab with Nike, and I know a lot of people definitely go crazy with the Travis Scott collabs. I mean, as you guys can see here, I'm literally wearing the McDonald's Travis Scott collab. Even though it's not as crazy as the Travis Scott Jordan 1s, I still think that if you're trying to find a hype shoe for under $150, I believe this sneaker only goes for like $120. Now, you can either opt for that Barrick Brown version, which I don't really like. I kind of like the other pair. I don't know what the exact color is called, but it's gray. But for those of you guys who are in the sneaker game and really like Travis Scott, I definitely recommend the Air Trainer 1s. You can't go wrong with it if you're trying to go for something hype. So here at number 6, the Travis Scott Air Trainer 1s. Alright, moving on to number 5 on this list, we do have the Union Jordan 1 AJKOs. Alright, so if this is a sneaker that interests you, I did do a whole sneaker review on the AJKOs a couple of months back, so I'll leave a link up here so you can definitely check that out. Now, this is another Union collab that didn't do so great. After their release, you could find a lot of Union pairs on shelves at Nike. Now, I will be honest, it's not the best collaboration in the world. I mean, look at it, it's just a white sneaker, but for back to school, I feel this is perfect. Now, like I have been saying, if you're trying to find a pair of sneakers that you can wear literally every day, the Union Jordan 1s AJKOs are a great sneaker, especially because of the hype of Union. Now, the thing I love most about the Union AJKOs is the Velcro swoosh that you can just detach from the sneaker. And in the box, there's a whole bunch of different colored swooshes that you can put on. So you can basically switch them out every single day depending on your outfit. Or you can also take the colored swooshes off completely. And underneath is the Union branding in the Velcro. And I feel like that also definitely makes a statement. Now, this pair that I'm talking about specifically is the canvas pair. And I did say in my review that honestly, if you're gonna like walk into mud, you're gonna get this sneaker dirty very easily, which is why I recommend if you do have a little more cash on you. Now, this pair is going for like 170, 180, but definitely opting for the leather pair just because the quality is just so much better. But nevertheless, here at number 5, we do have the Jordan 1 Union AJKO lows. Alright, moving on to number 4 on this list, we do have the New Balance 550s. Now, I understand that the 550s are getting a little bit played out because a lot of people have them, but I will have to admit, that they have been releasing a lot of fire colorways recently. And these colorways are literally general releases. They're not like collaborations or anything. Now, my favorite colorway that has released recently is that Rain Cloud colorway. It basically gives off a UNC vibe to the sneaker. And on StockX right now, they're only going for like $100. Now, I will also recommend this orange tan colorway, which is also really nice. New Balance 550s have been coming out with a lot of different colorways. In the end of the day, they're pretty wearable, which is why they're so popular to begin with. But if you do want to stand out from everyone else that owns a pair of 550s, I do recommend getting a colorway that not everyone has, like these two that I just mentioned here. And if you have a little more money to spare, I will also recommend going for the Amelie Andor collab. So definitely with the 550s, there's a lot of different colorways and collabs out there, and yeah, just be creative with it, just be you, and don't get the same colorways that everyone else is getting. So yep, here at number 4 on this list, we do have the New Balance 550s. All right, coming in at number 3 on this list, we do have the Nike Mac Attacks in the Red Crush colorway. Now, I don't know too much about the Nike Mac Attack model, but I have noticed that the Nike Mac Attacks are making a huge debut into the sneaker culture. Now, I did look on StockX and I pretty much saw only like 3 colorways listed. Now, I did see this red pair, which is also in their high cut model. And yeah, this is definitely a shoe that I think is going to be pretty hype in the next couple of years. I think people are just trying to find an alternative to everyday sneakers that are just overplayed, like your Air Force Ones and your Nike Dunks. So for that reason, I think a lot of people are gravitating towards the Nike Mac Attacks. I will predict that, yeah, within the next couple of years, people are going to be eating these up. So why not be the first ones online to cop a pair, especially for like $100? They're really affordable right now. So yep, here at number 3 on our list, we do have the Nike Mac Attack. All right, coming in number 2 on this list, we do have the Nike Romeros in the warm blue colorway. Now, I believe that for most colorways of the Nike Romero, they're probably going for over $150, but with this specific warm blue colorway, you can pretty much find this at $130, which is a really good price for Nike Romeros. Now, if you haven't been watching my videos over the last couple of months, I've been hyping up the Romeros so much just because they are so comfortable. Now, I got my pair right here, and this is one of the most comfortable sneakers that I've ever owned. Now, the Nike Romero is a relatively older model. Now, they first made a debut in the sneaker culture in 2013, and most recently in 2023, they've been coming back with a whole bunch of different colorways. Now, I guess most people are not really a big fan of this warm blue colorway. I honestly think it doesn't look too bad. If you're trying to go for a comfortable sneaker, and if blue is your favorite color, then this shoe is perfect for you. So if you're walking in the hallways, if you need to walk home, the Nike Romeros, especially in the warm blue colorway, is the perfect shoe to cop. And finally, at number 1 on this list, we do have the Nike Air Max 1s. Now, this is the perfect pair of shoes that basically anyone can have access to. You know, you don't need to go to StockX and you don't need to look for a specific colorway. The Air Max 1s come in a whole bunch of different colorways for everyone to rock. And definitely, I recommend for those of you guys who are students to take advantage of Nike's student discount so you can get an additional 10% off and get your Air Max 1s for a little bit cheaper than $150. So here at number 1, we do have the Air Max 1s. Such a perfect sneaker that is just simple and great for back to school. And even though I went through my whole list of 10 already, I wanted to give an honorable mention to the Yeezy Slides. Now, this isn't a sneaker, but I know for some students, especially if you're like in high school, you like having a more comfortable, cozy look. The Yeezy Slides are really comfortable. It's like the perfect slide for anyone's own for everyday use. Like, honestly, if you ask me, I would never pay $100 for a pair of slides. But if you guys do have the money, definitely I think that a comfy pair of slides is a great investment for the entire school year. So yep, the Yeezy Slides, I wouldn't include this on my top 10 list, but if you're trying to find a nice comfortable pair of shoes, then the Yeezy Slides are probably your best bet. Alright guys, there we have it. Those are the top 10 best back to school sneakers for under $150. Now I would like to hear from you guys. Out of the 10, which is your favorite pair of sneakers on this list? Let me know in the comments down below because I would love to hear from you guys. And if you liked my video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button. Next video is probably going to be an unboxing, but I think the next week I'm going to be doing another top 10 back to school sneakers under $200. So stay tuned for that. Again, these are the top 10 best sneakers under $150. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.